Sorry, I love playing with that Mauser. Sorry, it's my Portuguese Mauser. Really like it. Really like it. Nice balanced rifle. So, Stan, here we are on Remembrance Sunday, and I hope that wherever you are, at the United Kingdom, or depending on where you're around the world, United Kingdom, Remembrance Sunday, and that you observed the 2 minutes silence. Me and Mrs. Stan, this year, we just watched the Cenotaph remembrances on the TV, and while we were watching it, I said to Mrs. Stan, I don't want to go into details because I haven't looked up what eventually happened, but not long ago there was somebody in this country in a high profile job that was wearing medals that they shouldn't have had on. Not a good thing at all, and it got me thinking. You know, today we remember the fallen, we remember the people that came back as well, that had physical and mental scars, people who've served in the armed forces who let us live the life that we live today. You know, it's an honourable thing to do, and fair play to them. I've never served in the army, and I've never purported on this channel to say that I've been in any of the armed forces. I did, however, have a British uniform on once. I think that was reflecting my time in the Army Cadets. I'll have to rewatch the video, and you've seen me in various Eastern European get-ups. I know there's people who follow my channel who've been in the forces, armed forces, and they appreciate what I've got. If I ever said anything or did anything to give you the impression I've been in the armed forces, well, please pull me up, and it will be corrected. So that ties in with this video today a little bit, because you're sort of thinking, in America, there is a law called, let's try and get this rifle down here, fall over, stolen valor. So it's, you know, people pretending they were in the army. Hell, tell you what, military is dangerous. That was going to go straight on my foot. That stay in the corner. So you get a rifle rack in here. People are saying they're in the armed forces to get preferential treatment, benefits, all that sort of stuff. But there is, I mean, I've got stuff. You know, I've got stuff. Loads of stuff. I've got too much stuff. You know, terrible person I am, collecting and buying stuff. But I do. Oh yeah, off work tomorrow. So we've been out for a long walk, see, me and Mrs. Stan. I'm going to waffle on, probably 20-minute video. Because my parents are getting older, see. And they've got two great big steaming Labradors. Guess who's walking them now? Yeah. Anyway, I mean, my little sister, she's doing some. Me and my wife are doing the rest. I think 4 or 5 times a week we take them. I've got a dog walking item, coat here that I wear. So I collect too much stuff. So do I collect military surplus? Yes, I do. Can you wear military surplus in your everyday life without getting laughed at? There you go. I walked around in, was it York? I think York not long ago with this on, sleeves rolled up. It's alright, isn't it? It's not offensive. I'm not trying to claim I'm something that I'm not. So I've ruffled together a sort of a top 10. Because bear in mind, I don't know now, I don't know anything about fashion, so this isn't a fashion tip, it's not a fashion show, is it? No, I guess the film. Only in the 2000s, 2005, 2006, my wife spent quite a bit of money on buying me, in inverted commas, a combat jacket from a high street fashion store, whereas most of the stuff that I'm going to show you today cost next to nothing. You know, it did. So I'll try and, it's not really in any order, I suppose, although the last one will be my favourite. Honourable mentions is, I do have a German, you remember the German Parkers with the big liner? I've got a Dutch one, and that is something I've worn in the winter, and that only cost me 20 quid years ago. But I'm not showing it in this video because it is on a mannequin as a West German one. I'm not taking that off. So the first one up that you could wear whilst walking down the street without attracting attention to yourself is this one. Let's have a look. So, oh shit, probably not. I was just doing that. I was just doing that for comic effect. You comic effect idiot. Actually, that is a Swedish. You've seen it before. This is a Swedish. I don't think you see the date, so I can't read it. There. Look at the date on there. Swedish 1944 tunic that I turned into a looky-likey German stand-in. It looks alright, I think, anyway. You wouldn't walk down the street in that. That's probably part of me point. You wouldn't walk down the street like that. You could walk down the street like this. You could. This is another type. I think this is more of a work shirt. If you took the rank slides off, which I'm not sure about them, to be honest. This is like a German, West German, like work shirt. It's on the smaller side for me. This was with a tenner, next to nothing. 19, I was going to date it. It'll be the 70s, 80s. Next one up is one I've just bought, which is actually not a real military item. It is a copy of the bomber jacket, the jet pilots. This one's a medium. I'm in between medium and large, so some things are, so I'll get it on. There you go. Like the bomb, like the sort of skinhead in inverted commas, that sort of look. It does have that on there. Remove before flight. Now, I didn't realise, in here, if you ever get one of these, there's two little like bullet-shaped black things. You can see them there, the outline of them. They stop pens leaking in your pocket. So that's so I don't mind wearing like Doc's desert boots and stuff, you know, like modish, sort of skinheady type, you know, like that ska music is of my era, well, before my era, really. I was only a kid when that was on, but that, a lot of blokes my age wear that sort of stuff, don't they? Probably look like Pratt's, but who cares? I'm Pratt anyway, it makes no difference. And when you're bald as well, bingo, which fashion are you going to go for? Anyway, so that's yeah, that was 40 quid. And did you know, still understand, the reason they're this colour, obviously the green for camouflage, you get shot down. If you see a helicopter or a plane looking for you, you turn the jacket outside in and you're orange and they can see you, pick you up, see, there you go. That's one of them. This is a one where I'm not sure about. I bought a job lot of these, I've got 7 or 8 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, probably should sell them on eBay. I'll probably end up just like keeping them and stuffing my house with crap. These are a bit raincoatish. These are, like I said, it said Slovakian border guard. I've got these in various sizes, and I've got an eBay channel, store, if you like. I do like the badge, Slovakian badge, but the coat itself, it's a bit, you know, flashy Mac-ish. So I'm not too keen on that one. But again, you can wear that in I mean, students probably get away with wearing this sort of thing more, but I don't know. It's you know, people aren't going to go up at you what now straight away. Next one up. I'm not doing that one yet. Oh, I mean, I brought this down as well. General service shirt, British. Just, you know, you could wear that just around. You know, the cheap, rather than and harder wearing, I suppose. I'm not doing this one yet because that's me. I'll leave that one last because that's my favourite at the minute. Favourite. So let's have a look. This is one I got for about 15 quid a few years ago. It looks better with a hoodie. Here's me giving people fashion tips. With a hoodie on. This is 1967 dated. And it is a Swedish coastal artillery. And the first time I put it on, my little sisters, who were 20 years younger than me, went, wow, that's cool. There you go. If they think it's cool. But it does look all right. I've been out in this loads. It's got like the buttons on it. Swedish crown. And it is quite a nice coat. With the hoodie on, quite warm really. You probably won't see the date on it. You might see it. You might see it. 1967, before I was born. There you go. I do have another one, which again I bought for cheap, and it's exactly the same coat. I don't think it has a date in it though. But this one's a little bit more cinching around the waist, as you might put it. It's the same size, but it does. Still stands, fashion show, it does cinch in. So this is my dog walking coat because I'm not really that bothered about it. And with a hoodie underneath, it is really comfortable, really nice. Just, you know, they're obviously not waterproof. A lot of these things, if you're going out, you know, yomping around the woods, they probably wouldn't be good. You're probably better off buying a Gore-Tex something or other. But, you know, 10 quid, 11 quid, I can't remember what it was. It was next to nothing. You know, and sort of a bit of history, I suppose. I will jump onto camouflage type ones now. Fleck tan. People like this. I like it, but I only have this one item. And it's a little bit big for me. A little bit big. But I suppose you could pad it out underneath. Doesn't have a liner. I suppose you could just use it as an overcoat, like over everything. This would probably be more like your... would you wear the jacket maybe? This is a bit much, walking down the street, I think. People might think, so you doing? You know what I mean? So, don't know, pass on that one. But hiking, walking out, as just like a smock, like an overtop, yeah, probably all right. You know, I've seen people on these like hiking and walking channels wearing them. Again, there's probably better modern alternatives. I know one of my mates, when I watched the old Rugger, he's got this, is it Norwegian thing? Really, yeah, top drawer. But again, How much is that? 100 quid? 150? I don't know. I'm a cheapskate, me, see. I do have a thing for surplus items. So 10 minutes of me talking crap already. The ever reliable DPM British. This is 68 pattern. Getting hard to find in my size. And getting hard to find in really good condition, I suppose, because of the age of them. This is a size. What is it? 3? I can't get them in my size. I can't see it again. And they fight me way into it. Hang on a minute. Give me a second. There's my exercise for the day. So this is it's a little bit short in the arms for me, as you can see. And again, I don't know, yeah, you could wear it. Shooting. If you're going shooting, hiking, I don't see a problem wearing all this. It's got the liner inside. It's quite warm. Not extreme weather conditions, but again, it's more about, I don't know. I like using old army stuff, so yeah, 68 pattern, getting harder to find, in good nick. And the one after it, whatever pattern that's called, with the Velcro. This has got the buttons. See the buttons on the thing, frayed. I think it's, ooh, the smell of old surplus, my wife hates it. Right, so my number one choice, and I've only just bought this for £19.50 off eBay, is a, I can't remember, oh yeah, I couldn't remember what country it was from, an Austrian combat jacket from 1986. I might be able to show you the date on here. See, it's in there. It's in there. I'm not going to show you. Can't be bothered. So this cost me £19.50. Now this is, it is a bit like the German Parkers. Double skinned. Again, not waterproof. But I'll tell you what, when we've been out walking the dogs in there, I mean, I stopped walking our dogs with this because Labradors, they just jump on everything and everybody, like you as well, you know, on the leads, jump back all over you. They're all muddy paws all over me. When it came, it was missing a button on the front and missing a button off one of the cuffs here. So all I did was took the inner buttons off the cuffs and used them in their place. So there you go. Let's just fasten these buttons up and show you. So there you go. This is like, and it's got a nice patch on there, Österreich, so the symbol of Austria. You know, this is nearly 40-year-old. It's got a hood in the collar, and this sort of looks a bit like the, you know, the American as M65 field jacket. I can't remember the combat jacket you see like vets from Vietnam wearing. It's sort of that look for £19.50. I like it. I wore it the other week down on the old rugby ground, and I was very warm indeed, actually. Yeah, so that's not bad. So that's Stalemate Stands waffle today, 13 minutes of me talking crap, and I have a few more bees in here. God, it took me ages to put this video together. I'll put all these smocks back, tunic back where I got them from. So, just for the rest of the day, whatever you're doing, just remember the people who made sacrifices in the armed forces for us all on this Remembrance Sunday, and hopefully on the 11th of the 11th you'll observe the silence at 11 o'clock as well. So, this is Stan, and I will see you.